Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end, so let me know where you're watching this video from, which country and which continent. So guys, I want us to discuss something here. Moso IAM-MARWA's video yesterday. That was the most epic one and the most communal thing and teamwork exhibited in that video alone. I know majority of people castigated IAM-MARWA of calling out Nasto, calling out Mayugno, calling them that something like fake friends who only knows coming to film when the project has already been completed. I remember I also did a video just to be in IAM-MARWA because IAM-MARWA was in a status of emotional meltdown. Therefore, everyone is perfect is to mistake, which means it was a reactionary approach to the emotional baggage that was melting IAM-MARWA down, which means he had got right, Liso, to vent it out. Another distinctive thing that you find people talking and now wagging their tongues out is like the pronouncers of IAM-MARWA, they found it so not sounding. That's because it is always being televised on a camera. There is no difference with IAM-MARWA with me or with everyone outside here. People have got emotions. Therefore, this kind of stereotypic thing that men should never cry, men should never come out and complain and show emotion is just but an old or an obsolete kind of a thing that sometimes makes men die so early and quickly. Therefore, IAM-MARWA was rightly so to lament because he's a human being, to lament because he experiences emotion, and scientifically we are being told that let's allow ourselves to go through the emotion and melt down. The difference is how we melt down that forms the difference. Whom do we talk to? Who gives us an advice so that whenever we're melting down, we don't melt down in a manner that you could be perceived arrogant, you could be perceived somebody who has got anger issues. But that one has been overtaken by events. On this video today, we want to deliberate on the shocking visitor, as you could look at this thumbnail. The first segment is the shocking visitor. Who is this shocking visitor in IAM-MARWA's villa, or rather, who attended IAM-MARWA's project? We want to unravel it so in this video. On the down title or on highlight, GINTU joins IAM-MARWA in community project. Here again, we want to get to the reasons why GINTU joined IAM-MARWA. Of what intention? That alone evokes several questions that I'm asking, and the lazy gang themselves fumed and they were furious. We also want to look at the reasons why the naysayers scolded GINTU and why they are furious conjoined. Now we want to delve into asking such kind of questions, why the lazy gangs are furious and why they involve themselves in a doublespeak. Because there is a doublespeak that I don't want to reveal at this stage, but we are going to unearth them at the progression stages of this video. So guys, if you want to know all those, please stick around. Click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube will notify instantly. To my subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. Without your effort of watching my videos and liking them, this channel wouldn't be at this pace. So let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, let's dive in straight away, lest we forget. Mayugno Nasto Kennedy the Remedy and go to the window showed up at the project. And this alone made the lazy gang so furious and called these guys names. I remember JT Podcast went hard on its Nasto, went hard on Mayugno, went hard and calling Mayugno to be simping, calling Nasto to be a snake. No, there is one thing sometimes we have to give them. Whether you call Nasto snake, whether you call Nasto any other kind of name of simping, but that was an exhibition of an excellence exhibited by Nasto and this team and go to the video. Kennedy the remedy Mayugno, Gitiriba. To an extent that you're telling Gitiriba, now you move out. Don't get to go back to IAM-MARWA's whims. The only thing that can ascertain that whether these people are present or not, they showed up or not, let's watch it in this video. Then I will come and give the gist. I will come and put it in its own perspective for an easy understanding.
But a big long brick.
Yeah.
From here to here.
Hata hapa ngoja nichukulie thumbnail. Naona mkiwa hapa my biggest YouTuber. Guys, I'm here with too much people and the biggest people in the world here. IAM-MARWA, Nasto, Gitiriba, Nico Buddha, always. And even we see people have really apologized. That amazing one.
No, you know, we want unity.
Yeah, we want
to go forward.
Yeah.
Not fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting will only eliminate people and backwardness.
May I tell people, boss, I'm not, guys, I'm not against anyone. We are not here to make like a beef. We're doing something. Even you guys, I think this will be lesson to someone that things we get it is through blessing. We need it. Not to against people, you know. So anyone who want to come in peace, come support, because we don't want drama.
No, we don't want drama. We want to work.
We want to work.
Let work be our problem.
Be our problem.
Yes.
That thing. Yeah.
Not fighting with neighbors and. You know, we don't want that.
Yeah, that is not good.
So you've seen them working. You've seen IAM-MARWA also with them over there. And the words that really came out from IAM-MARWA's mouth, simple, because Mayugno saying, all people are here, Nasto here, Budu the video here, Can the remedy are here. And people have apologized. And IAM-MARWA decided to no, it's not a matter of apologies. It's a matter of always accepting the community project, teamwork, to always make the society better than we found it. Because that is the social fabric of people teaming together. A sense of communal belonging and a communal sense. If it doesn't make sense, therefore it will never make sense at the end. It will never make sense at the end. So we get at the video, we look at that video, what do we get? We get a rallying call. Simply means the shouting and the lamentation that IAM-MARWA said that he is disappointed of fake friends that would come and gallivanting to be filling the road after it's done. I'm tired, I'm walking alone. And IAM-MARWA did not call us alone. He called this clique of the people. He called Mayugno, he called Go to the video, he called even for people who always come for the shout out. Then all other people decided to focus on Nasto. The reasons why Lazy Gang were focusing on Nasto because all along they've wanted to pit IAM-MARWA against Nasto. As I'm speaking, there's nothing hard, there's nothing grudge that IAM-MARWA is holding against Nasto. And vice versa is the truth. Nothing Nasto is holding against IAM-MARWA. There's nothing. An issue is how work could be coordinated. An issue IAM-MARWA has grappled with a lot in the community that he needs help. A position of a meltdown, emotional meltdown. We need to understand IAM-MARWA at that focal point. On that video again, we also see a sense of communal belonging. You know, for people to come and own a project, whether it's a government project itself, there's what we call the public participation must be done. The impact assessment, environmental assessment must be done to explain the importance of that project, the effect and disadvantage of that project so that people could really understand and get the knowledge of that kind of project. And this is when IAM-MARWA got a rallying call. Things that people misconstrued to be bashing these people, but we understand emotional itself. Sometimes you need to command. Remember, they give an analogy of a lion is the king of the jungle and a tortoise. A tortoise has got these things planned, but it could be taking years. But lion will grapple with a lot of things, roar, and that really makes a lion never to live up to 16, up to very many years, because the female live up to 16 years. The male one after 10 years, because of the issues that is grappling with, the issues of taking control of the things, the issues of anger roars everyone, and people fears, and that is IAM-MARWA. The tortoise very slowly walks majestically. The calculated move does not mean that a lion has got no calculation. They have calculation, but they want their things to be done rapidly. They deal with a lot of things that sometimes could be in danger to their life. And that's why this is the position that where IAM-MARWA was, and it was melting down. It was debriefing to come back to the point of equilibrium so that it could really see sense and believe in itself. Which means without this outblast, without rallying a call that IAM-MARWA told these people rightly front on camera, they wouldn't have turned up. Now they've turned up, which means they know which kind of mode that IAM-MARWA talks to them. You might be on the other side telling us, oh, IAM-MARWA shouldn't be talking to people like this. I agree, I understand you. But this is the way, maybe, these people like IAM-MARWA to talk to them. This is the modus operandi on how things are done and to the other side of the village. Maybe IAM-MARWA decided to call these people. Nobody was making calls, maybe because of the business. The calls were switched off because maybe there's no power, because they know the village has got no power. Therefore, the only form IAM-MARWA could talk to them, because they know at the end they will watch the video, is to vent on the video so that they came up. So what is the results of that kind of outburst? The community plus even very many people who come far and beyond joined the communal project, joined hands in hands at the service of community project itself. Now it's not being seen as IAM-MARWA project, it's seen now the communal, which means there's an acceptance and ownership. That's key. In that video again, there is no hatredness. There is no lazing around. But what I've seen is a teamwork. People who are delivering good roles, delivering project and development to the community, and they want to leave that community a better society than they found it. And that is the spirit of Ujamaa. And that is the spirit of teamwork. And that is the spirit of Ubuntu. And that is the spirit of Kanyakla. If you don't understand that French where I speak, we say the Kanyakla. Malum? You know? But my only advice to IAM-MARWA is one. Because I saw people asking, should people be invited in a communal project? Yes or no? A communal project that is marked in a calendar that people knows that this day and this day is a Madaraka day, this day and this is a Independence day, this day is a day of Ujamaa day that we needed to go and help and sweep all the street. It is marked in a date and it's taught in school so people know. But if it is a new project inception, therefore people need to be invited because people need to know about it. Therefore, for IAM-MARWA also to avoid all these kind of crises, IAM-MARWA need to set a date and communicate to the community that this is a date, we mark it as a day of us will be mending this road, will be involving ourselves in a community program, and that be it. Then all the YouTubers plus also who wants to join them in that kind of a course, they will come, whether it's annually or semi-annually, but people shall have known. But I believe let them make it annually so that people will turn up to mend that road. Then that road shall be maintained into a proper way. I think that is the best advice I could give at this juncture. The shocking visitor who joined IAM-MARWA and the community to offer the service. He didn't care that there is enmity between them. He didn't care that there is people who will paint him all other kind of otherwise but unprintable words. From traveling that people thought that he's still traveling to Zambia or to Zimbabwe. GINTU had decided to come back in the village, sneaks back in the village. Then what happened? GINTU decided to join IAM-MARWA. And also the people were mending the road, and GINTU participated in road mending. You know, it was a shock to the naysayers, not to the IAM-MARWA, to the naysayers, because IAM-MARWA had to call people to come. He didn't specify which one, but the community. But somebody also might post a question: does GINTU belong to that community? No. But then again, why? What is the essence of the question? If somebody is not asking questions about GINTU, does GINTU, the widow, belongs to that community? No. But what is the essence? GINTU was bought a land there. GINTU has joined to get back to the community, because GINTU is telling us the reasons why he's headed there is for communal service, because he always uses that road to access his fish pond and land. The fish pond is just situated just adjacently to Amara's compound. Therefore, that's the reason why he decided to go and help. The question that also majority of people posted, because I went to GINTU's comment section and I picked several kind of GINTU being scolded, and that's evoked this kind of question: why lazy gang are furious and fuming and scolding GINTU? Because others were even telling GINTU, stop, don't go finish your house and you mind your own business. GINTU, we are going to stop funding you, stop. And this again, we ask ourselves the question: why did GINTU visit? Why did GINTU visit? We are going to get that one in this video. Perhaps let's watch the video. Let's watch this video keenly, then we'll get to know exactly what happened.
Tata. So at that kind of an extent, I will just talk about I think they're just fearing because it's now a little bit messy. I think around
that's from that video you see GINTU with a red cap. GINTU is holding the shovel, and GINTU also want to help in a compactor. At the end, when you see the compactor is moving around, you see Amara also at the background pulling. There was no exchange of words. There were only pleasantry, which means Amara welcomed all the community. You know, sometimes when Amara give people the second chance, when Amara turn down, it is the lazy gang who are pulling in the opposite direction because they don't want anything good happen to the community. And this one, I give kudos, I give applause to Amara because it's aiding to bring the community together. Perhaps this kind of project is what will enable to bring the community together. There is one thing that sometimes I tell people: sometimes you must be having an enmity between your neighbors or your friends, but there are two things that happens to your enemy. Therefore, you remove that cloth of enmity or that fabric of enmity, then you go to the aid of your enemy. One, when your enemy is bereaved or any unfortunate event occurred, or when your enemy is celebrating a life, that is the point you need to join the enemy. And anything communal project that community are participating, whether you have your enemy, whether your staunch enemy is leading that project, there's no need of now wanting to air your dirty linen. And this is the point that the lazy gang wanted GINTU to do. At this moment, you saw the double speak. The double speak herein is GINTU wasn't called names. That is simping. That is joining Amara. That means he's simping. But they went hard and called Gutu the widow name, Nasto name, Bitiriba name. They called Mayugno names. That these people are simping. These people are being controlled by IAM-MARWA left and right. So you want to tell me GINTU also was being controlled by IAM-MARWA? The essence and the concept of community project is what the lazy gang are not understanding, or maybe they understand but they want to dispute that this project is IAM-MARWA's project because they cannot see the sense that it's a communal project. How many number of homestead along these roads, highway, the people participated, right? Other villagers were passing and were asking IAM-MARWA, next time tell us, we'll come, give us the date. And that's why I was advising IAM-MARWA, put a date that's well known annually so that people will turn up, they will know. So that the day, and if they proceeding to the actual date, you'll just do a public address and telling people to turn up for mending the road. Simple. And that's the invitation I'm talking about. You know, the question that asks you, what really made the lazy gang so vexed? If you want to know what really made the lazy gang so vexed, then watch the next video, because all details are in that video. Because they were questioning why GINTU decided to visit IAM-MARWA and to join IAM-MARWA in mending the communal road. Things that they said it is not a communal road, it's IAM-MARWA project.
Much of the manipulation, talking about, oh, GINTU worked today here. I want to show them that I'm always in peace. They're just taking GINTU as a granted person. Maybe they have never seen my real character, my real mood. And that is the way of getting forward. I talk about if the road is connecting. Do you know that GINTU also uses this road to my fish farm? Some people don't understand. So when I'm participating fully to make sure that the road is getting to the to the swamp there, it's going to be helping GINTU also to transport and get an equitable source of transportation from one source to another. That's very nice at this kind of particular moment. As an extent of getting further from this kind of a way, we talk about it's a way of making it happen. It's yes, constructing a road is going to be taking a lot of time and time consuming, but understand that also there are so much people who are helping. Much of the people will just take it that, oh, it's just something that it's just done simply, or in a simple way, or in a simple character. No, it's something that takes a time, and also much of the people should be there. I said it one day.
So that is GINTU walking along the road headed to IAM-MARWA, and GINTU explained to us that there's a lot of development that have happened, but there's a lot of misconception and a story that doesn't represent what is happening in Nyaboaze. One, he said he was very far and watching how the road is being made. When he joined, he started going around and he said there's no fence that has been interfered with. It's only for that Gitiriba, but Gitiriba allowed it, which means the consent. So the stories that are coming from the lazy gang, peddling lies, is not true. He said the reasons why he's headed to IAM-MARWA and to join IAM-MARWA for community project is, one, because he uses that road to access his fish pond. However, how he's put his swamp adjacent to IAM-MARWA's backyard over there. So GINTU main situation was not the relationship between him and IAM-MARWA. It was not the relationship between him and the lazy gang, but the communal sense of a project, the communal sense of road that he always uses. It's something that he also gives an applause. And this is the thing that the lazy gang never wanted. The things that the lazy gang never wanted GINTU to give credit. It's like GINTU is opposing them. You know, what really made the lazy gang so vexed? It's GINTU opposing the narrative out there. It's GINTU giving us one-on-one what is happening and how the project is good. It's GINTU telling us the road, you cannot maintain the road once, then you expect it to be good. Because it's a narrative being concocted by the lazy gang that IAM-MARWA has destroyed the road, according to JT, according to AM Carol, according to OT. All of them are verbiage speakers. You know? That's why GINTU is telling you, no. You repair it, the rain will wash everything, you maintain it, it will take a little time for the road to be fine. Therefore, it is a direction. It's a progress in a good direction. And this is the thing that the lazy gang never wanted. You know? So the lazy gang called out Majugundo, Nasto, and Gitiriba to be simping It's just an act of a doublespeak, an act of we never want these people to engage in a community project that IAM-MARWA is spearheading. That is it. And now you'll wait for them to come and speak against GINTU. You will never hear. They will sweep it under the rug. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.